Shalom, call Halal, Yahawah by Yahawashi, by Sham, Qadash. Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners. And to the Yahawah that are listening and learning, to you I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson in truth. And I'm just a little confused about this whole AZOV thing, and and the Nazis that are fighting in Ukraine, that supposedly are the protectors of Ukraine. And I guess we'll never know what's really going on over there, because they're saying that Russia's saying one thing, and we know that the media is controlled both here in America and in Russia. But one thing that I think that all can agree on is that the fact that the Israeli Prime Minister said that he was going to send Israeli soldiers to fight along the Ukrainians. Well, the Ukrainian that are fighting for Ukraine, well, they're Nazis. All right. And I just find it very strange. This is their symbol, and which ironically is the same symbol that the shooter that killed all those people and killed the one Jake inventor who invented the water engine and was trying to get it patented, because there's been water engines before, but and there's water engines that actually work. So there really is no need for high gas prices or any of that. But they won't use their technology because the people who created these engines didn't seek to get them patented, because everyone that sought to get it patented, got unalived. And it just makes me strange, because it's strange politics, and it doesn't really make sense, which brings to mind the scripture here. Let's go to Daniel. Because supposedly this is a war through peace. They want to bring peace by destroying the Russians, and none of it's making sense. Like I said, because why is there a Nazi element fighting against not even why a Nazi regiment is fighting against the Russians, because the Russians and the Nazis have been enemies since World War II. As a matter of fact, the Russians are the real reason that the West won World War II. They did a lot of damage to the German front, to Hitler's army, and et cetera, et cetera. So the truth be matter that, it's funny how we talk about D-Day, but here in America, they don't even acknowledge the fact that, as if the Russians weren't even there. But nevertheless, I don't find it strange. Let me find the scripture, that the Russians would have aught with the Nazis and vice versa. What I do find strange is that the Israelis are supporting Nazis. When they're always screaming anti-Semitic and anti-Semitic this, and it's just weird that, and that this hatred for the Nazis, and anything Nazi, you bring it up and talk about it, you get accused of being anti-Semitic, but yet they go, and it's not like the hell with the Nazis. I do not support them. I'm against the Nazis as well. But I just find it strange that they would go support them. But this is this is the politics that really doesn't make sense. Everything that Esau is doing, is just bringing his own demise. This is Daniel 8:25, and it reads, "And through his policy he also shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart," meaning his mind, "and by peace shall destroy many. He shall stand up against the prince of princes, but shall be broken without hand." And all this is leading to the conflict between Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi, or Yahawashi, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, and the forces of the West and NATO, and the forces of the whole world for that matter, who's all involved. But that their symbol that I'm pointing to was a symbol that the shooter was wearing in that racial right Christian extremist attack, which is basically what Nazis are: racist, white extremist Christians. All right, and then white extremists Christian extremism is the most dangerous thing, the most dangerous people the earth has ever seen. I mean, look how they got and took America. Matter of fact, if you really look into their history, every place in the world where they are, right Christian extremists took with extreme violence, pain, suffering, rape, robbery, and murder. And that's just a fact. But here we go.
What's going on, everybody? John kind of 2 and 5. Listen, I don't know if y'all seen this motherfucking video yet, but like he was saying, you see that symbol? It's a neo-Nazi symbol. You see that Ukrainian soldier? This is what's going on. This is how they gonna perpetrate the fucking race war. They gonna have, when it's the 72-hour of darkness, with these motherfucking dark suns, the darkness, the 72 hours of darkness, they gonna go around popping motherfuckers. This is how the race war start.
And what he means by that is that it's been said that there's gonna be blackouts, rolling blackouts for 2 to 3 days, 4 days at a time across America before the summer's over, and it's going to happen quite a bit. And these same said soldiers right here that you see doing the Nazi salute and that's what he's talking about, the Nazis' black sun symbol, the sons of the black sun, and you can see these symbols are all on the these soldiers' uniforms, these Ukrainian soldiers' uniforms. You can see that's that symbol, the black sun, and that symbol. So they're not hiding who they are. The world, the mainstream media and the Jewish media, they just didn't tell you that part, but yet they're supporting them. I just find it strange. But these blackouts come, and so many of them, and so many of them have been coming over here on planes. So many young, healthy Ukrainians, and the rumor is that these are the insurgent army. Or, if you saw the first Purge in that scene when they released the mercenaries because the Negroes and the Latinos were not doing enough killing of themselves on, in Long Island in the movie The First Purge, doing the experiment, and they let loose these insurgent mercenaries who went out, posed as rioters, and just started killing, Israelites. And what he's saying is that that sort of thing is going to happen for real. Well, a lot of things, truth or reality often is more stranger than fiction, and often movies and books are basically foretelling you of events that are going to happen or come to pass. So, and that brings another scripture to mind, because through all these weird things, there's still certain people who are getting rich. The rumors about the Biden and his son and his laptop, and the what they call them, the biolabs, the American ran or funded biolabs that were in Ukraine that Russia was trying to annihilate. And that's been said by many politicians, both here in America and abroad. So, it's not my words. I'm just, repeating what I heard from American politicians, accredited American politicians, and politicians from other countries. They were saying that. So I just have to, since it's coming from multiple sources, I'm just going to believe that it's true. And, but nevertheless, all this money that went over there, 40 billion plus another 40 billion. Who knows? I just find it strange once again that America and Israel, would be supporting anything that's involving Nazis in it. All right. I just find it very, very strange. Okay. But this is the book of Sirach. The 10th chapter and the 8th verse. And it reads, and because of unrighteous dealings, all right, business, injuries, a lot of people have died, civilians and things of that nature, and riches got by deceit, because the poor get poor and the richers, the elites get richer, all right? That's why so much division among the Edomites, because they're leaving the low-level Edomites, they're leaving them out to dry, to hang, to go, for them to be broken, not have anything, and they're very angry with it. That's why they're ready to uprise. So it says, but because of unrighteous dealings, injuries and riches got by deceit, by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. So kingdoms fall, but power and wealth never falls. It just gets translated. All right, just like spirits translate. You know, our spirits are pure energy. Our bodies, you know, get sick, get cancer, get man-made diseases through, you know, through means that are unnatural sometimes. But things happen to people, and your bodies deteriorate and you die. But your spirit never dies. It lives on. All right, the spirit in you definitely lives on. And matter of fact, I'm thinking there's another video that I wanted to get. Let's see if I can remember another short, you know, from TikTok. And of course, this is another TikTok corner. Just trying to find it. Oh yeah, because this whole, you know, there's been a lot of distractions with shootings and different entertainment and sports and stuff, and there's a lot going on in the world. And meanwhile, while they're doing that, you know, American sovereignty is being handed over to the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, and things of that nature. All right, but let's play this short video right here.
Other countries, y'all see what's going on in America? We just had 14 kids become victims of a mass shooting. And y'all know what's happening in this country politically? Not really a goddamn thing. The international community, our country is so lost in the sauce of bipartisanship politics and left versus right, they don't even see what's going on before their eyes. So less than 2 weeks ago, an 18-year-old walked into a supermarket and targeted 10 elderly black people. Now, when I say lost in the sauce, that's what I mean.
Yeah, and he was wearing these symbols. All right? He was wearing those symbols.
Texas is a red state that's controlled by a Republican. You see what I'm saying? New York is a blue state that's controlled by a Democrat. You see what's going on here? The education is elevation. Here's the broke-ass cycle that America is stuck in. We have mass shootings, followed by thoughts and prayers, which leads to a whole bunch of social media debates. Everyone forgets Congress does nothing. Crickets chirping. Then we have another shooting. That's 25 families getting ready for funerals. You know? 25 families. 25 families, man. 14 being kids and 11 being adults, with 10 of them. Other countries, y'all.
Yeah, so that brings us to mind. We'll get ready to wrap it up. This is a revelation, because the Lord is getting ready to fix all this, and it's not gonna be something that's this far off. You know, dark days and hard times that are harder than you can imagine. High gas prices is gonna be last of your worries in a couple weeks and months. This is Revelation 18:1. I'm going to read to verse 6. And it reads, "And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen. It is fallen, and become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird." In America, you know, its symbol is a bald eagle, which is the mightiest of the predator birds, and it's a hateful, evil bird, man. You ever see the way it hunts and the way it kills and destroys its prey? It is no wonder that Esau, Edom used it as their animalistic symbol. And then you also have to think, for all you people who believe in politics, both the left and the right, you know, the Republicans in their different branches, and the Democrats in their different branches. I call them the Democrats and the Rat-publicans. You have to understand that they're two wings on the same hateful bird. Just remember that. Verse 3, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication." That will be democracy. Grenade! Because wherever democracy goes, alphabet lifestyles, the destruction of family, the woman lifted over the man, the destruction of the family, the poor get poor, the rich get richer. Well, you know the deal. That's what happens when democracy comes every time. All right? It says, "For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies," which is one of the reasons why the nations kept quiet when they saw these atrocities. Because so many things that have been done in America. If another country were doing these things, you know, that America's doing, you know, America probably would have drone bombed or sent troops and invaded those countries, all right, and then took them over and brought democracy and did just the same thing or worse. But, you know, it's funny how America has so many human and violations against its own citizens, especially the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American with this justice is very unrighteous decrees that, you know, and laws and unfair laws and how they just railroad people to jail and you know, put people on death row even when they know that they're innocent and refuse to look at the evidence when it's, you know, when it's refuted. That's happened so many times. But you know, it's just a crooked system. All right. Verse 4, and it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not her plagues. And by coming out of her, that don't mean that you get on a plane, train, an automobile, and try to get up out of America. That means, you know, you come out of her ways. Don't follow her ways. You know, don't follow her satanic holidays and rituals. You know, you break away from the things that they're doing, and you start following the law, statutes, and commandments in the Bible to the best of your ability. All right. And why? Verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and God have remembered her iniquity. So the Lord now has got his eye on this place, and he's sick and tired of it. All right. Verse 6, and we'll finish there. Reward her even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled, fill unto her double. So America, and especially these Edomites, have to receive double of all the hateful, painful destruction and wickedness that they've committed worldwide. All right, so with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Qadash, Wa Abab Abal, Shalom, and Kwam Yasharala.